this morning I was sleeping good until I guess all I know is like the police department's lights was blinking and there was some noise that had to wake me up. Um, Besides them intentionally putting their light on, the neighbor across the street said a car down a little farther that way was on caught on fire. And like when she called them, I guess the dispatcher told her, well, somebody else already called. They don't have to worry. I'm not gonna call. They already made it perfectly clear after stealing my gate here, tearing up yet another one of my screens, ripping the handles and tearing up my security doors, the one of those metal ones. They ripped the hand. I mean, and they kept my red purse, little wallet, kept my wallet. When I called and asked about them stealing my wallet, they're like, "Oh, well, you're crazy." Well, a person can be crazy as all get out fuck. That don't stop an individual. I could be crazy I want to. That doesn't stop them from being a thief, a perverted pedophiles that hang out around these little high school, picking up these little 16-year-old girls. I guess it's legal 16, but most of these little girls over here get pregnant around 14 and 15. And then they lose their little mind because their mom, ain't gonna have anyway. I don't know. As soon as the sun comes up, I'll find out exactly. Because I called the neighbor across the street because I waited till the police left. Thought I was gonna go back to sleep. They finally moved their light from just like blinking it. You know how it looked like. I was like, these are the type of lights that would cause somebody to have a seizure. I hope there's no small children out. But one thing I learned about racists, especially racist Christians, they hurt children, i.e., whooping. I I haven't seen one child that benefit from anyway. So this it's gonna get worse with Republicans. They have no. Oh my God, the Republicans is so disgusting. They're acting like like it's a fight against the citizens. This is what Trump promised. Yeah, well, he can't even. And then the craziest thing is one of the people was saying that like if you don't do what Trump says to do, you're violating his constitutional rights or some bullshit like that. I'm like, the things that he wants to do is violating the Constitution of the American people. So like I noticed like they'll throw that shit back on to like, no, it's the victim fault. Well, if that girl hadn't been looking so sexy walking down the street with those clothes that she had on, why did she have those type of clothes on? Yeah, and then if she dresses, covered from head to toe, oh, then she's something wrong with her. Then Muslims, something wrong with them. The Muslims do that dress. And I find the Muslims to be such a rape society type of thinking anyway. Where your women can't even go down the street. Something just like in India, your women can't even walk down the street because if a man gets excited, it's not the man doesn't have to be responsible for his body or anything. It's reminds me of a story that where basically um in before World War One, they were studying how to control women. Because um especially the poorer men, it made them feel more power. Like this woman is your property. Um and well anyway, so the people that were coming, the women that were coming to Ellis Island, they put them out on the street right away as prostitute white women, and the men were like a lot of the men were pimps. They were living off the women. They didn't have any other way to make money. They made their money during wartime, selling their mom, their grandma, their sister, their aunt, their daughter, and in a lot of cases, their sons. Where we get to the point. Now, Columbia University, if you was New York, through the school, you could go to Columbia free. And so, anyway, but it takes a while before your kid, graduates from college and like start taking care of you. There's no guarantee. There is one way guarantee in some women's mind, their sons, and if that's their son gets gay. But anyway, so hence the story goes, she's tricking her son out the same way you would do your daughter. But from what I hear from the females, it really is easier. It's just as easy to turn a guy as to turn the male. The guys like the whole idea with the guys that are doing it, you want them to think that the pain and the suffering and the anguish that they're causing this person is funny, or that victim deserves it. You know what I mean? Like if you rob somebody, it's because you was able to get away with the money. It's because that person was slipping. That person didn't pay attention to the environment. It's not that you're a crook. So anyway, a lot of them they couldn't wait, so they start tricking their kids out at 9, 10, before puberty. Yeah. And then one of the things like they were saying you're gonna be rich, you're gonna be rich. Well, anyway, because they're Jewish, whatever. They wanted him to get married, then still be on the down low, get married and you're a man, you run the house, you could join like some elite men's club or anything once you have money. Wait. He didn't hear nothing of that. His mom wanted to be rich. They got the guy that ended up with him. Anyway, he ended up gay. And they want nothing to do with women. Actually, he couldn't stand women because there was a woman that beat him, i.e., his mother. I don't know what happened to her father. If she was just a prostitute, but she was selective or whatever, supposedly, you know. Um, so she was anyway. And if you ever wonder, like, if you go up to like some places upstate New York, Poconos, you'll notice like the all like Orthodox Jew area. They have nothing but like titty bar places, sex places where you could, you go have sex or supposedly all the way up there. And yeah, I always wonder why. Anyway, but that's the type of I don't know. That's why I don't even think that Ivanka husband, that Kaiser guy, he just to me he's just as the biggest crook as his father-in-law Trump. I'm not saying he was not definitely. I don't know no Kaisers, um, even though it sounds familiar like Kaiser Bond or something. But like I don't know any people like them. They look like he looks very racist, Um, um, but I noticed the whole Republicans is really harm. What they want to do is really harmful. I guess they want to undo everything that Obama did. It doesn't matter. Obama's shit is already written down in history. What they're gonna be writing now, history is gonna show because of the racist, narcissistic, perverted, um, double binding hypocrite ways that they're undermining the security, the Constitution, and disregarding the safety and the welfare, the health of the American people, uh, to continue to attack a single black person. They're a cowardly act, they're a treason act. So yeah, you're built. Obama's not, you know, Obama's not somebody making $90,000 a year. He's not somebody making $70,000 a year. You know, Obama's could make uh, um, money uh, uh, not the way the Trumps did, not by jeopardizing women, not by prostituting out their children, uh, or pimping out their children, or pimping out their friends' children, or just picking up, you know, prostitutes from Russia, you know, um, and embezzlement. I mean, the business they're trying to do to make a deal with our budget for the United States is that they're trying to embezzle. Like, oh well, yeah, well, um, you got to, we want to build our wall, so you want something from healthcare? No, the American people want something from healthcare, and it's not what you're offering. They want to actually have medical care. They actually want you to continue having scientists study cancer. You know, that wasn't something Obama invented. It was here before. Actually, it started after America was testing their nuclear bombs. The rate of cancer went up. You know, a lot of that shit they want to put on Obama, where Obama made laws like for the environment. Obama didn't start caring about that pollution in our atmosphere. You know, Obama didn't start people wanting not to have nasty, dirty coal burning and having all that nasty soot fall from it or whatever. Obama had nothing to that. You know what I'm saying? All he was doing was answering people's cry for help, for clean water. Never mind. For police that just don't go around shooting willy nillys. And you know what? If I was with the New York Police Department, you know how you always attacking the brown and black people and all that as criminals, you know, when all you have to do is fix your fucking schools, get those fucking police pedophiles out of the fucking schools. Well, you know, get those pedophile teachers out of this fucking school. Start cooking food for these fucking kids. Food that we recognize. Food that when it won't just be sugar. But anyway, all if I was the New York Police Department, since y'all ain't hard on crime, you are, even though you are the ones that, you know, choking people in the middle of the street until they're dead and look dead in the camera talking about he resists. With, you know, after you got him handcuffs, you choking him. You don't have to go to jail. You know, so you know, the New York policemen, they've been throwing innocent people in jail. They're just going down the motherfucking street. Why don't you pick up some of these the people, Trump people, Trump, some of his people that are in the sex industry? Let me tell you, um, I remember, uh, 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 well, I remember one little girl. She just thought she was gonna be a madame. You know, she was just doing the same nasty shit and fucking people over. Next thing you know, you hear about this little girl turning tricks. You know that, you know, and she was an evil little bitch, but she didn't deserve what happened to her because she was just immolating the people that was around her that was taking advantage of the fact that, you know, they're making money off sex industry. But anyway, they found her in the South Bronx in the trash can, and that was happening to a lot of white people. And I've known like white girls that father was like the policeman, and they thought, I don't know what the fuck they thought, but you know, they talking about I got 16, 17 boyfriends, and you get up and I was like, you know, Hey, whatever. They give me what I want. So they thought they was gonna get rich off of being prostitutes. Well, they end up in New Jersey, up in the project, crying about I'm the only white woman up here. I'm like, no, you ain't. Yeah, but uh, uh, they just scatter them out. Most of them get them little hut houses. Just depends on how they want to look at it. But anyway, um, and the crazy thing about it is they moved to get away from crime, and you know, they got they. I mean, they ODing on heroin. I mean, I don't know. When I the only time I ever did like cocaine, I I, I was getting mine really from like U.S. Marshals and police. So I don't know where else you get cocaine at. I don't know how else it does. I mean, only thing I know is like the U.S. Marshal talking about I could go from one state to the next or something like that, and you know they could drive whatever the fuck they want to. But if you listen to Oliver Narf's, old hearings on the concert, oh, I can't say that. I can't. No, I can't think of it. But anyway, um, we all know that the CIA was all down in South America, destroying that little town unnecessarily for the cocaine. A lot of that shit they do unnecessarily. They didn't have to do them like that. It was already screwing them financially, but the rest of the stuff they didn't have to do. Just like the police come over here, like if somebody calls and then I'll call right after that person because that person just they've been trained around here since they go to school to call 911 for and they just using it. Let me tell you, they got the same dope dealers that are around the whole time. If somebody else starts making a little bit of money, this one guy, yeah, and his bitch, especially that bitch, she'll hurry up and call on his competition. You know, and she the one be going to jail all the time. And lost her kids over being a prostitute behind him and his shit. But anyway, well, this is gonna be our new world order. It's pretty fucking disgusting. I don't know. I shouldn't. I'm confused this morning a little bit anyway. But anyway, but the truth of the matter is that people like Trump that are in bed with Russia and other people over in that part of the country are into prostitution, and you can see that with his Miss Universe, right there. And I don't care any other difference. They're trafficking women in here, and a lot of them they're just keeping their passport. They're not paying them, right? So they trafficking uh, um, drugs in here, mostly heroin, you know, and other opiates or whatever else is an opiate besides heroin, right? Some derivatives of that, like. But anyway, because like that heroin comes down here, but like but let's all look at Mexico. Let's build a wall from Mexico. Let's isolate ourselves from our nearest neighbor. Let's start trouble with our nearest neighbor. Let's start shit with Mexico. Right? Let's talk shit about Canada. Everybody that's on our side of NATO. Russia's been playing this shit for a long time, using the ignorant, racist, white, supremacist people as a tool to to destroy America's Constitution by destroying their base and the strongest motherfuckers they ever had in this whole world, and that's black people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see the damage that you do to a lot of people. I see the damage you did in Africa. Good old white Christians. I've heard stories about about how they rape these kids. How how white people intentionally go there and just spread diseases and everything else. So like we're gonna destroy this planet so white people could feel superior. You know, you punish black people enough and African American people and Negroes enough for being God's chosen people, being superior and stronger. And yeah, you know, the people have been damaged by the first thing they did was attack the females, attack the woman, and yeah, we got a bunch of men that are they just hate women. They might have sex with them, but they literally hate women. They still mad at their mom for giving them that first ass beating. Never mind. I think that the I think there's a lot of people in the world that don't like white American males because they go around invading other countries, raping, pillaging, and causing coups. You know, look, let me say it. I seen the devil, and like the song says, he had blue eyes and blue jeans on, pale, pale, pale. Right? Wasn't that one of the four horsemen? Some pale ass motherfucker with no brown motherfuckers. The only one doing the devil work is Trump and the motherfuckers he got up in the fucking White House. They working for Luther. They're working for the devil himself. And then with his little heathen little grandkids running around from his children. You know, there are. I mean, and Pence. Oh my God, he's another one. I mean, he's the type that the propaganda is geared to. He's the type, just like that new Supreme Court guy. He's the type that propaganda is geared to, where they're supposed to feel superior, but all their actions is that of someone that doesn't know how doesn't is incorrigible. That doesn't comprehend the results of his actions. Doesn't think of solutions. Just thinks of ways to destroy. You know, and that's their whole idea. You know, uh, the water in Flint, it's fucked up. Oh, it's because those people are fucked up. Oh, we got private prisons to make tons of money for to get stifled out of the United States. But we're gonna punish the kids instead of refixing our school system. Then let's put more cameras in the school. These kids are paranoid and psychotic enough. Let's put more cameras in there. Instead of rehabilitating these kids that come out of like they don't rehabilitate shit over here. They come out of jail, they're more fucked up. They start doing the shit like the policemen do, tear up shit. They don't even understand. They learn real fucked up. Well, it don't really motherfucking matter. Cause my God, married. It doesn't really fucking matter. Cause my God don't have a border. So once they let's see. Cause now the guy in North Korea is saying that Trump's too fucking crazy for him to fuck with, and Trump is. Trump and his friends are they too geared on on fucking up the situation worse because of their hateful thinking and their inability to make corrections when they're found out that they made a mistake. They can't correct themselves, so they're gonna keep going down the same motherfucking path. Anyway, it's fucking sick. Trump is a sick bitch. Pence is a sick bitch. We got some fucked up Republicans that is doing exactly what our enemies want us to do. And that is to undermine our Constitution. That is to destroy America uh, by 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 fucking the poor, the base. If you're gonna build a fucking wall, who you think is gonna fucking build a fucking wall? You think you're gonna get Mexicans, or you think you're gonna get Americans? Because so far you haven't created any jobs. Oh, that's still from the pipeline. That's all from Canada. You got a paragraph in there where you're giving all the power away to foreign countries. So anybody could use the steel, except for anybody. We can buy anybody's steel. You know what? You want to buy America? Do not buy any Trumps. Do not buy Ivanka shit. Don't buy Trump shit. Don't buy their shit. Then you'll buy America, because their shit ain't made in America.